Hey, did you know? Did you know that what really makes stocks go up is haters and doubters? That's right, haters and doubters are rocket fuel for stocks to increase 10x or more. Now, how do I know this? Well, I literally wrote the book on 10 baggers. That's right, it's called 10 Bagger Blueprint. You can get it on Amazon. It's the #1 bestseller. It gives you my proven system for finding stocks that can go up to 10x to 100x or more. I've created about $1 trillion in wealth for investors over the last 25 years, introducing them to countless stocks that increased, doubles, triples, 5 baggers, 10 baggers, a couple of 100 baggers. Now, here's why I always say that haters and doubters are essential. That's right, they're an essential ingredient for a stock to go to the moon. And here is why. Whenever I introduce a new stock to Wall Street Reporter's audience, I don't want everybody to get into that stock. I don't want everybody to buy that stock. I prefer, a couple of smart people, maybe you, maybe it could be you. You might want to get into that stock early if you're smart. But I really, I really prefer that more people put on the watch list. That's right. I want everybody to watch the stock because as they achieve those milestones, as they hit those catalysts, the stock will be trading at much higher levels. Okay, it'll be trading at much higher levels, and that is when we're actually going to be getting out. That's right, we're going to be taking profits. As you're buying, we're going to be selling. Well, not at a double or triple, but probably at a 5x, 10x, scaling out of positions. That's the way it works, my friends. Why is it? Well, here's what happens. Whenever investors are watching a stock, they put it on their watch list, and they're waiting and waiting. And once the company actually achieves those milestones, then you have a lot of watchers, and that's by the way, that's my job, is to create a big audience for stocks. A lot of people are watching it, and then they all rush in to buy. That's right, the FOMO happens as soon as the company hits that milestone. The FOMO kicks in. Everybody rushes in to buy at once, and listen, that's just the way markets work. It's just human nature. If people are smart, they should buy early, but it's just the way human nature is. I can't change human nature. And again, if you read my book, 10 Bagger Blueprint, it'll give you that critical edge that you need, so you become that smart investor instead of, one of those guys who comes in, once a stock is already up, half, 3/4 of the way up, 500%, 700%, or 1,000%. We've seen that happen, by the way. We've seen that happen where, investors rush in once a stock is already up 1,000%, even 2,000%. They think it's going to go to the moon after that. I mean, the odds are against it. Again, if you read my book, 10 Bagger Blueprint, you'll know exactly why. Now, again, my job is to create a lot of watchers for that stock. And this is what I do with Wall Street Reporter, with other media outlets. So we build up a huge audience for the stock. As the company hits those milestones, goes up that ladder, stock goes up, right? And investors rush in. That's right. And the FOMO pushes the stock higher. That creates the massive momentum. Again, without those haters and doubters, it wouldn't work. Now, why do we have haters and doubters? There's a couple of reasons. One is you may have a sector that's out of favor. For example, like right now, I don't know, cannabis stocks are out of favor. I'm doing this in May of 2023. Cannabis is out of favor. There is what else? What else is out of favor? There is a bunch of themes and sectors are completely out of favor. And people just don't want to buy that. They don't want to listen. Biotech is completely out of favor. Investors don't want to hear anything about biotech. The smart ones, though, are getting in now because this is when the prices are cheap. Another thing that you'd be shocked to learn. You'd be shocked to learn that a lot of times investors, people watching these stocks, they may not like the CEO. They may not like the CEO, or you're going to be shocked about this one. They may not like me. That's right. There's not a lot, but I think there's quite a few people out there on the internet who don't like me. They're jealous. They're haters. They go on. They have these little troll accounts, anonymous accounts, because they're cowards. They write all sorts of nasty stuff, whatever, and then they're embarrassed whenever the stocks I introduce go up. By the way, those guys actually, a lot of those guys, the only money they ever make is from the stocks that I've introduced, which is quite interesting. So look, the point is, we need those haters and doubters in order for a stock to go up. So if you don't see a stock moving right away, it's actually a positive. It's actually a positive. Some of our biggest winners have been stocks that, you know, probably took them 2-3 months to get moving, and that's in a bull market. Like right now, we're still in a roughly pretty much a bear market. So we're seeing stocks, you know, the ones that have a really good story, they're not even going up. They're just holding steady while a lot of the losers are going down. So if a stock holds steady in this market, it's actually a positive. But again, the longer they build that following, the better. Why? Because it's like a pent up, it's like a volcano. A lot of people are watching, they're watching and watching, they're not buying. And all of a sudden, you know, 3 months into a campaign, the stock explodes. Why? Because they finally hit that milestone and everybody rushes in because they have FOMO. They don't want to miss out on the big move. They know. Why? Because they know that, you know, I've had so many other 10 baggers. See, that's the thing. That's the thing you guys have to understand, is the reason the FOMO is there because nobody on the planet has introduced investors to more 10 baggers. That's right, stocks go up 1,000% or more than yours truly, the $1 trillion man. Now, again, all my secrets are revealed. That's right, you can become a $1 trillion man yourself. You can become a penny stocks billionaire. You got to get the book, 10 Bagger Blueprint. It gives you everything it took me 25 years to learn. Proven system and framework so that you, you know, you can learn to, you know, get rich with stocks that go 10x to 100x or more. Again, if you don't get this book, you don't get this book, you're gonna have no excuse. You can have no excuse when you know, some of our stocks are exploding and you're missing the boat, or after they've already had major run-ups, you know, and you're not getting out at a profit of 10x. You know, you're making a big mistake. Again, you got to get the books to understand exactly how this works. All right, see you at the top.